Hey up, I'm Alex, I'm the Ninth DigiDestined, and in this episode of Finding Digimon, I have the pleasure of speaking with Manggala, also known as Bond of Tamer. Manggala is one of my biggest personal inspirations within the Digimon VPET community. I'm yet to come across anyone with a passion for VPETs like Manggala's, so yeah, this is one that I'm very buzzing about. So, ladies and gentlemen, Manggala. So, I am here with Manggala, also known as Bond of Tamer.
Well, thank you for the opportunity, Alex. I'm Manggala. I'm coming all the way from Indonesia, definitely. It's very far away in the Southeast Asia. So I've been a big fan of Digimon since I was a kid. Definitely, everybody is a big fan of Digimon as well. So it's a pleasure to be here. Um, I run an Instagram account. I run a YouTube, which is very inconsistent actually. But the most important thing for me is just sharing the passion and the love that I have to every Digimon fans around the world. Well, I think that's theirs to it.
Absolutely ace, sir. So, as this is Finding Digimon, your first main question is going to be, what was your first touch with Digimon?
Well, I think everybody always have some 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 starting point when it comes to something, especially when it comes to Digimon. Definitely, the anime was taking a really big part to everybody, and it was released here, I think, in the thousand, if I'm not mistaken. So that's definitely the first bit that made me know a little bit about Digimon for sure. And I still remember which episode when the first time I watched it. It's the second episode, which is remember the Dragon Eye Yamato or Matt in English with Garurumon. I definitely missed the first episode, which is Tai or Taichi, and yeah. But as an 8 years old kid by that day, we definitely have so many imaginations when it comes to watching these kinds of monsters and all the things, especially with Pokemon that definitely they've been exploded first before Digimon. Um, Everybody always dreaming to go to digital world, but at that day, the dream is not that big. I'm just trying to enjoy the show and trying to follow the stream and try to make sure that I'm copying with the story and I understand the whole story of it. And then I think a year or two, I started playing that phenomenal game, the Digimon World One, and that's the really the main point where I'm going crazy about Digimon when it comes to using VPET as their main device, and that's the story. The rest is history, definitely. So definitely, was it the anime? It took a big part, the starting point, but the biggest piece of this stories and memories comes to Digimon World One. That's the first story about Digimon on me.
Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, that the anime kind of introduced you to it, but when you found Digimon World One, that's when you was really transported to the digital world. That's sick, mate. Absolutely sick. It was the same sort of order for me. It was anime first, and then I don't remember if it was the PlayStation games or the VPEX, but that all came after, and that's when I also fell super hard into it. That's ace, dude. So next up, did you ever drift away from Digimon, and if so, what brought you back?
Well, drifted away. I think once, I just graduated from my unit at 2014, and then I went overseas. I've been working in a couple of countries in the eastern part of Europe, and probably in 3 years I've been moving from 10 to 11 countries. Can you imagine that? So I never spent like a really long time in a country where really made me like I don't have time to do this. That sort of feeling, and I already have that sense of feeling before I went overseas, before I departed from my country. I sold all of my devices. Don't be like me. Okay, don't be like me. Can you imagine the VPET, the Pendulum Metal Empire, the Black Gold one, the Pendulum Zero Virus Buster, those kinds of things. I got that device only around probably 25 or 30 quid at that time. So yeah, that's the biggest regret. And I think for 3 years, and then when I was in Greece, I found out that Bandage is about to release that phenomenal device of all time. I think the one that started all of this excitement, the VPET 20th version, that's insanely good. You know that definitely brings everybody jump into VPET because the culture in Indonesia by that day, the kids is going crazy about digivices. Not so many kids being enjoy playing VPET. I probably not more than 15 or 20 persons that playing VPET in Indonesia, and I'm one of them. So when 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 the VPET 20th version released, it's literally a pure of joy because it's more accessible. It's not that rare, not as rare as the original device, the 1997 one. So I got back to Indonesia at the middle of 2018. I don't care anymore, so let me throw the bunch of my money and getting all the devices. So I missed the brown and grey. I just got the what is it? The Omegamon one, the Omegamon and the Zubamon, and yeah, that's the moment where I think, look, I realized that I made a huge mistake. Not big, it's a huge mistake. So no matter what happened, I will do my best not to miss any pre-order from now on. I'm not going to sell any of my devices, and yeah, that's the time where I realized that you always realize something precious when you lost it. So yeah, that's the moment where brought me back, and yeah, here we are. That's the moment where I lost my appetite about Digimon because I definitely left in a place where I don't have time to do this.
Yeah, I mean, for people of our generation, it's only natural that there's going to be some period of your life where you had to drift away because at some point you've got to grow up and get a job and try and take
True,
life a bit
true.
seriously. So it's only natural, but at least you can remember what happened to your VPETs and stuff. I don't remember at all what happened to all my childhood stuff. I've got like one little figure left, and I don't know where it all went, and I still have no idea. I imagine it's in a box in an attic in an old house somewhere. There's just a little treasure chest of stuff that someone's going to find. But yeah, it's all part of the journey, isn't it? And the thing is, when you come back, it makes you appreciate it more, so you can see how special it really is, and it takes you back to those simpler times. And yeah, the Digimon 20th was such a brilliant step for the Digimon universe. It brought so many of us back. I mean, it was also my pretty much my first touch as an adult. Obviously, I managed to get an original version one first, but my kind of commitment to the hobby was when I got my hands on the Zubamon Digimon 20th. So yeah, such a monumental device. Like you say, more accessible, packed full of way more features, brand spanking new, but still feels classic. Just absolutely brilliant, mate. Brilliant. How would you introduce Digimon to a newcomer?
Ooh, well, this is more like you need to be a little bit of inspirational. I think I have a younger brother, I have my wife, and the newer generations. When it comes to the younger generations, I think just share a lot of stories and trying to make a content, create pictures and those kinds of things. I believe trying to include them in any kinds of discussions about Digimon, sharing the stories, slowly but surely. Look, I have a nephew and a cousin. Um, I think he's still they're still I think a 13 or 14 years old, and they're going crazy about Digimon.
Cool.
They yeah, they watch the season one, season two of the Tamers, and they really enjoy the show, and they started to think that they really want to have a Digivice. So sharing the stories and asking them to watch the film together. So that's what I basically doing. And with the growth of the internet, the virtual reality, the virtual world, we definitely creating the content on YouTube. It will last forever, especially what you are doing, Alex. It will last forever. Everybody will cherish it. Everybody will keep it as a really fond memories that they will have. It will always be there, no matter how old you are, no matter how old we are. So, sharing stories and sometimes do a little bit of giveaway, probably, given the V pets and all the stuff that probably we have the spare of it. I give to a couple of people that you know really have an influence in my life here. So yeah, basically that's what I've been doing, and I think that's the best in my opinion. Asking them to have an adventure together with us, explore the digital world, exploring the game, exploring the franchise more, exploring the devices. Then it probably they will know they will know more about Digimon once we given, I would like to say, a Wikipedia or a Digipedia. Trying to remember all the names of the Digimon. That's the first thing that they probably have to do. But just share the stories, create memories, because that will last forever in their hearts and their mind. I think that's the base idea to introduce Digimon to younger generations.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%, mate. It's that kind of like lead by example mentality. Like, if you're having fun with it, show people that you're having fun with it. You don't have to force it on someone, but like someone can see you playing with your VPET and having fun. They can see nice pictures you take or videos you make, and by sharing that experience you have, it just spreads like wildfire. And yeah, it's definitely a good way of doing it. And also, like you said, planting the seeds, giving away like the Digimon 20th and the Digimon X, the English release, they're quite affordable, so it's relatively easy for people of our generation to be able to pick one up to give to someone or lend to someone to let them have a try before they, step down this rabbit hole that we found ourselves in. So yeah, absolutely brilliant, dude. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this because I know you, but I would like you to share with the audience your ideal Digimon partner evolution line and why.
Okay, I think yeah, you know it definitely. But let me share this again to everybody. My ideal Digimon partner is definitely Mel, my mum, because I have really fond memories about him, and it has something to do with my first experience of having my very first original V-Pet. That's the story of it. But if you're talking about line, I definitely will go for Botamon as a fresh Digimon, a baby one, and then Koromon, baby two, Betamon as a child, or rookie stage, and then a move to Meramon as an adult, and then Metal Mamemon. I just realized that so many Ultimate Omega Digimons are freaking cool, so it's hard for me to make my minds up about the Ultimate Omega Digimon that I have to be partnered with. But I really adore Neptunemon, as you know that it's just I think it's just having his debut in Digimon Cross Wars, if I'm not mistaken, but never saw it. I just love the design. I just love the ideas. But I will keep my eternal partnership with Metal Mamemons because probably you will ask maybe how come it's Metal Mamemon is the first perfect level Digimon that I've definitely been partnered with because of my very first VPET, the original version to the black one. I think it's 11 to 10 years ago. So yeah.
That's really cool. And so when you raised him the first time, was it like, what on earth is this? Because there's this tiny little dot on the screen. Like, you've just had Meramon, this big burning geezer, and then it's like, why is there like 4 pixels on the screen? Is it dead? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I think I just adore it because everybody knows how challenging it is to have a perfect level Digimon on the VPET 997, and especially it has no battle feature, that. So back in that day, not so many people playing VPET, and I obviously only own one of them, so the original version too, and I have to go to another city, definitely go to another city, 200 and 300 kilometers away, just to battle them, just to battle with my friends. So when I went back, I'm on a train. I realized that my device is beeping. Can you imagine how is the feeling? And it's just like you spend like 200 or 300 kilometers away from your own just to do a battle with your friend, and you know it feels so rewarding. I don't care what Digimon is it. I don't care. I don't really care. And then I started to do a little bit of browsing, and then I realized okay, this is Metal Mammoth, and I try to take a look at the pictures and all the things. Hey, this is the Digimon that is shown on the opening movie of the Digimon World One. So I love you, dude. Let's stay together. So that's the story.
Mate, that's so beautiful. That's such precious memories, like being that young and traveling that far just to battle your Digimon V-Pets, mate. That's the spirit of true Digimon adventure, mate. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. I don't remember, I don't think I ever got ultimate level back when I was a kid because for the same problem, there was no way to connect. And even if there was, like, it was just impossible to keep Digimon alive for that long for us because, like, I remember I got my first version 1, and then on my next birthday, I bought another version 1, or it might have been version 2. I think it was version 2. Anyway, I bought another one to give to my best friend so that he could raise it, so we could raise them together and battle and stuff. But even then, it was like, on the version 1, it's like 7 to 10 days to get to that final stage. I couldn't keep him alive that long with school and just being distracted by other things. So that's why I very, very, very vividly remember my first Metal Greymon, my first Digimon Original Ultimate, and that was as an adult, and that felt like ticking an item off my bucket list. It was like unfinished business complete. It was like that same feeling that I think you had with Metal Mamemon. It was like, man, this is freaking cool. This is freaking cool. This impossible thing has become reality. Absolutely ace, mate.
And then you're left broken when you realize that they're about to fade away.
Yeah, at the back. Well, actually, I think it was that first Metal Greymon where the battery died, so I couldn't even enjoy him to his full life because the batteries died. Metal Greymon, rest in peace, brother. So I think we've probably been covering this the whole way through the interview, but let's try and summarize it. So, what is the magic of Digimon for you?
Magic of Digimon. Well, it's a companion. It's something that you always know that they are there for you. They will never betray you. They will always accompany you, no matter what happens. Digimon put me through so many things in my life, and I think that happens to you, to everybody around the world as well. So that's why I always believe that you have a companion that they obviously don't talk, obviously, but do, do you realize that sometimes when you took a V-Pad from your pocket and you take a look at it and you start to talk to them, you start to talk to them. You know that obviously they will not answer your words, but they just talk to them. It makes you feel so much better. So yeah, that's the magic of Digimon. With VPET, I just feel like this is the dream, this is the reality. I just get myself mixed up with that kinds of things. I just want to keep you forever in my sight. So that's the magic of Digimon when it comes to my experience, especially with the story that I just shared with you. So you're full of struggle when you have to do a battle. Just to do a battle, you have to struggle that much. Can you imagine that? So yeah, that's what I always believe and what I have in my heart. That's the magic of Digimon to me.
100%, mate. Yeah, 100%. That companionship, that idea that it's a link to another world, that you've got this soulmate in a whole different universe, and you're connected through this little device, and you take it with you, you make it part of your life, and it's always there. And yeah, it's absolutely brilliant, mate. Next, can you tell us about the journey of your YouTube channel and Instagram page from creation, progression, etc.?
Okay, so I definitely started my first account on Instagram. Definitely, I think it's 2015. That's the first time I started to hit Instagram because by that day I'm not that crazy about Digimon. I have the devices, I have the stories, I have the memories, but I'm not that crazy about Digimon. I'm just using my Instagram to upload all the things that I've been doing in my life. Music, daily life, and the progress of my career in that time. Yeah, that's it. That's there to it. And then went overseas. Things still the same. 2018, got back, got my first device. I started to realize that look, this device is cool. I just want to take a snap of it. Take a picture, upload it. And then the day I met you, that's the day where it changed everything. Literally changed my whole life, and that what brought me to YouTube as well. Is because I always believe the value of VPET is to bring them to an adventure, to the wilderness, uh, exploring the digital world. Don't get me wrong, there are so many content creators out there where they've created a nice content, but when 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 I saw the adventure with the VPET in the wilderness, exploring digital world and trying to create an environment where you are actually in the digital world, it just feels so awesome. It feels like, hey, this is a dream. So this is my dream. Definitely, that's what comes to my mind, and I just want to keep that precious memories only to me. And I feel that when I met you, watching your vlog pet episodes at that time, definitely, um, just can't stop watching it. I just woke up in the morning, having a breakfast, watching your content. You will not believe it. I watch your content while having a breakfast, went to work, got back, watched your another episode, the series from Vlog Pets to DigiDestined Diaries and all the things. I just watch it over and over again while having all the activities that I have in my place. So, um, yeah, that's the moment where I realized that I want to make these kinds of things to be more popular. I think, and people need to know that when you have an adventure outside in the wilderness with your Digimon VPet, the feeling is just unrivaled. So that's the story. Created my first video at 2020, I think. And then the pandemic comes. It blows everything, and being super inconsistent about it. But I'm trying my best to get back to YouTube. I will just try to do my best to create another content in the wilderness, doing adventures, looking for an idea, doing a brainstorm to several friends, people like you, people like everybody. You know that we have very supportive community. It's a huge community, international one. So yes, that's the journey. I just want to share my my stories. I want to make everybody feels like doing an adventure with your VPet. The feeling is so awesome. So you have to try it sometimes. Talk with your Digimon. Talk with your Digimon is not going to be an issue at all. Some people probably will think that what's going on with you? You're talking with some kinds of kids toys. Some people will say that thing, but just go for it. You have to experience that kinds of feeling sometimes. Just sometimes taking a picture in the wilderness with your device, uh, um, watching your Digimon moving away from the screen, left, right. It just feels so amazing. So yeah, that's it, Alex.
Absolutely beautiful, mate. I think to summarize what you've said, it's basically no matter what people think or what people say, if you follow your heart, you'll never get lost. I think that's a good way of kind of summarizing it. But I'd also like to take this opportunity because obviously you very kindly said how I was a bit of an inspiration through the start of your YouTube journey and stuff. But actually, my vlog pets as a format on my channel had kind of fizzled out a bit, and I'd like lost the motivation because I felt like at the time I was making the same video over and over again, and I kind of fell out of love a little bit with making them. But then I saw you upload your outdoor Digimon adventure with your VPets, and my whole body was just literally buzzing. I was like, this is so freaking amazing. And it all hit me again. And that's when I actually picked that up again as a platform, as a format for making videos, because I was like, this is so cool. Like, yeah, to me, I'm walking around like the same few bits of woodland or whatever, but like, other people don't have that same landscape. So like when I was seeing where you was out and about in a totally different part of the world, I was like, that is absolutely beautiful. And yeah, it totally reignited that passion for me. So actually it's kind of full circle, so, and it plays into exactly what you said about the community that we have in Digimon, the international community, how, you know, everyone is so supportive and so uplifting, and you can't go wrong. It's, yeah, absolutely ace, mate, absolutely ace. Next up, share a fond Digimon memory.
Oh, I think everybody have so many of them. So including me. So like I just told you, the moment where I got my first perfect level Digimon with my VPet, the day I met you, the day I realized that I'm able to get my very first original device. Because Alex, I live in a really small town in my country. I would like to say it's a rural area. You will not believe it. A really small town. I'd like to say the facilities and all the growth, the development of the town is not as fast as another big cities in Indonesia. I'm not coming from the capital. I'm not coming from three bigger cities in Indonesia. There's no internet at that time. You will not believe it. There's no internet. We got our first internet access at 2005, I think. So can you imagine how limited that kind of information is restricted from my area? So saving my pocket money all the time to buy the real device, it almost cost my whole life, I think, by that day. So um, my first experience with VPET definitely when I was 11 years old. There is no original device in the place where I live in. That's the true story. There's no original device where I live in. It's just the bootleg one. I bought the bootleg one. I think it's around oof £5, not even more than £5 at that time. I just enjoy it as if it were the real device, and I just realized when the internet comes to the place where I live in, there are a couple of kids that live in another in another city. They're playing the authentic device and the original device, and I start to realize, hey, this thing is real. So, you know, I have to get the original device no matter what happens. So I saved my money. I think 2005 till finally when the first time I get my first experience to go to go to another city. I bought my first device, and then yeah, the rest is history. Talking with friends, and we won an auction. Actually, we won an auction from Yahoo Japan at that time, and the original version to VPET is the only device that I really wanted, because you know the story after I played the Digimon World 1, the brown and the black one, it's such an amazing pair. That color, when you connect them, the feelings just by looking to them, it just feels so amazing. It creates so many memories, and it just real so many memories that sit down inside your heart. And yeah, got my first device, and then yeah, the story is I have to go to another city to do a battle, and then finally got my first perfect level Digimon, feeling broken when when they're about to die. Obviously, the battery didn't die in my case, so and yeah, drifted away for a couple of years, sold my devices, sold all of my devices. You will not believe it. I just kept my original device of Digivice, the 15th version, the clear sky one. That's the only device that I kept. I'm still saving it. In the end of the day, I sold it as well. I'm a tough lad. And yeah, then did a pre-order of the version 20th. And then I met you. The rest is history. Now here we are. So many memories, mate. I just can't even name it one by one. I think we share the same sentiment. I think everybody always have so many memories about this franchise. So yeah.
Brilliant. Share a special piece of your Digimon collection.
Oh, the piece that I have at the moment. I definitely can't say anything about the devices that have been sold. So the special piece, definitely this one, the version 2, original Digimon Monsters 1997 Black. I have the Pendulum Zero again. That's one of the most precious devices that I've ever have. No matter what happens, I will never sell it again. So I will never do it. And I have the deaccelerated Azure Blue, the Nitro Genome, the only device that have Neptunemon on it. So I have that. It's a very special device for me, you know that. an ultimate Digimon partner of mine. So probably the most special ones, definitely, no matter what happens, is the version 2. You will not believe that I have 5 of them. I have
Amazing.
4 the black one. I have 4 blacks and 1 the clear, the school Grimman color. Everybody call it. You know that's the device that started my original devices again. So the day where you told me where I have to get it. Remember that? I got it. I will not say the website where I get it. But if everybody insists, it's Japan you want. So it's Alex. So it's Alex's idea. So it's on 2019. I've been waiting for 2 months, and the device arriving in my place. And yeah, I started playing the original Digimon Monsters 1997 again. The transcolor, the orange one, the Skull Grimman call it. Everybody call it. But uh, the black one is always the special one. Can you
So
imagine? 4 of them.
you have 4 of the same color version 2.
Yeah.
That's so good, mate. That's so because the way I justify like having loads of the same one, I'm like, yeah, but this is a different color. Whereas you're like, no, I like the black one, so I'm gonna hoard them.
Yeah. The feeling is, when I do a little bit of browsing, checking the marketplace in Japan, doing the scrolling, looking at the device, and an affordable price, mint condition. I don't care. Shut up and take my money. Shut up and take my money. So can you imagine? I did that for 4 times already. So 5 version 2, 4 blacks.
That's
Amazing, isn't it?
amazing. That is really cool, mate. I never knew that. That is really cool. Cool. So next, what would you like to see in the future of Digimon?
I genuinely hope this franchise will never die. More and more people playing in this franchise. More and more people playing Digimon. More and more people explore more about Digimon. As a continuity, there will be more and more people playing in the future. As you know, the growth of this franchise. Everybody, I think they have love hate and relationship with Bandai. I think so. In terms of in terms of Digimon, every time that they open a pre-order, oh Bandai, you don't have to do this again. You're just releasing the same device over and over again. But I don't care. I'll buy it. That's the thing. I think it happens almost to everybody. So when you literally expect nothing from them, boom, Digimon Colors released.
Yeah.
So yeah, love and hate relationship. To be fair, I think everybody have that kind of relationship, including me. So I just hope that more people will play Digimon in the future. For us, let's just keep playing. Let's share the stories. Let's share the memories, because that will what will we treasure in the future. We will never forget that stories. And the most important thing is, with that fond memories, more and more people will try to explore their own stories. They will have their own memories, and I just hope that this franchise will never die. So I would like to say to everyone, the Digimon fans, just keep playing Digimon, keep playing it. No matter what happens, just keep playing it. It doesn't matter if you just love one device, just play it, share the story, share to the world. Let everybody knows that you really love your device, you really love your Digimon partner. That will escalate the experience to the whole new experience. So that's what I hope, definitely. I'm just trying to be realistic, not hoping anything from Bandai anymore, Alex. I just I've left broken them so many times, for so many times, hoping something new from Bandai. But I'm in a position as well to complain about what they did to this franchise. They obviously been doing their best to make sure that this franchise still exists, and the rest is up to us. So I can feel that since the release of the VPET 20 version, I think you realize it as well, where more and more people trying to explore the experience playing the original devices. They're getting the classic devices, the 97, the original pendulum progress, which is the price is it's sky high at the moment, definitely. Pendulum X, those kinds of things, those kinds of devices is really rare nowadays. Pendulum Zero Virus Buster. You know, maybe I got mine for 120 quid. Can you imagine that? 120 quid for one single device without blister or anything. Can you imagine how much if I have to buy another version of Pendulum Zero? So yeah, I hope that everybody's still playing, no matter what happens, still playing.
Absolutely ace, mate. And so, lastly, share a message with the Digimon community.
Again, keep playing. Don't let this franchise die, and create as many stories as possible. Just create it, and you will treasure it now in the future when you grow old. When you grow older, you have your kids, you have children, you have your grandkids definitely in the future, and I hope you can pass that kinds of stories, experience, memories to the younger generation. So yeah, that's about it. I just hope that everybody will keep playing genuinely from the bottom of my heart. Just keep playing no matter how old we are. I'm 31 years old, you are 31 years old. Next year we are gonna be 32, so next year 33. So you already have a children. We all have a children nowadays, and seeing you pass that kinds of experience stories to your children feels so awesome, Alex. I definitely will do the same. So I believe everyone already did the same. So yeah, just keep playing. That's what I always hope for this community to be still exist in the future. Just play your Digimon, put your love and share your passion. Let the world knows about it because Bandai will obviously sniff something from it. So yeah, that's it.
Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, sir. So yeah, thank you very much for your time. It's been a pleasure and an honour to finally have you on this channel. Yeah, thank you very much.
The pleasure is mine, so thank you for having me.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Manggala, Bond of Tamer. What an absolute legend. Manggala is such a passionate dude and a true inspiration to me, and I'm honoured to have had him on the channel. So yeah, go and check out his Instagram, go and check out his YouTube, and send him some love because the dude is a legend. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay ace, keep rocking. Peace.